Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Rohini Haridas. Today in this video we will see the various charges in electricity bill for residential consumer LT1 category. Now what are the various charges? The total payable amount for a consumer is determined from the various charges that are applicable. These charges and their amounts are indicated in the table on the reverse side of the bill and are fixed by the commission. Now let us see one by one. Fixed charges. Next one is energy charges. Then wheeling charges, fuel adjustment charges, then electricity duty, tax on sale, interest and other charges, and delayed payment charges and the prompt payment discount. Now let us discuss one by one. The first one is the fixed charges. Each month the consumer has to pay a specific amount to the electric company, and this amount needs to be paid even in the absence of the power uses. These charges are mainly towards the network infrastructure like electric cable network, transformer, substation, etc. So the fixed charges are determined based upon the total connected load of the consumer and the type of connection, that is whether it is a single phase or the three phase. Now let us see the rates of the fixed charges as per the approved tariff schedule with effect from 1st April 2020. The first category is LT1A, that is residential BPL, that is below poverty line tariff category. This category is applicable to the residential consumer who have sanctioned a load up to 0.25 kilowatt and who have consumed up to 360 units per annum in the previous financial year. If more than 360 units have been consumed in the previous financial year, then LT1B, that is residential tariff, shall thereafter be applicable. So you can see from the table for LT1A, that is residential BPL category, the fixed charges are 26 rupees per month. Okay. The next category is the LT1B, that is LT residential category, and from the table you can see that the fixed charges are 100 rupees per month. But note that the additional fixed charge of rupees 10 per connection per month shall be applicable for LT residential consumer in corporation area. Next are the energy charges. This cost is determined from the number of units consumed by the consumer. The rate for initial unit is low, which gradually increases for subsequent units. For this purpose, the units consumed are split into the different slabs. The intention behind this approach is to incentivize the lower consumption and penalize the higher consumption. Note that these rates are also decided as per the tariff order issued by the Commission from time to time. As an illustration, the rate for unit consumption is mentioned in this table, and it is as per the approved tariff schedule with effect from 1st April 2020. Let us see. For LT1B category, that is for residential category, the energy charges for first 100 units is 3.46 unit. Okay. So first 100 unit will be considered under the slab 1. Please note that the number of units considered under each slab will depend upon the billing period. Okay. And this table consider the billing period of 30 days, that is the 1 month. But the actual billing period may vary, like it may be a 28, 29 days, 31, 32 days, like this. Okay. Now, if your consumption is more than 100, then the next 200 unit will be considered under the slab 2, and that will be charged at 7.43 rupees per unit. Okay. Similarly, if your consumption is more than 300 unit but less than 500 unit, then that next 200 unit will be considered under the slab 3. Okay, and it will be charged at 10.32 rupees per unit. If your consumption is above 500 unit, then it will be considered under the slab 4 and it will be charged at 11.71 rupees per unit. Okay. Now for LT1A, that is residential BPL category, there is no concept of slab and energy charges will be rupees 1.12 per unit. Okay. Now let us discuss the changes in the number of units per slab depending on the billing period. The energy charges mentioned in the tariff order is for the 30 days, that is for the 1 month. But the actual billing period may vary like 28 days, 29 days, 31, 32 days and even more. Okay. So the number of units per slab will change and that will depend upon the billing period. Note that this billing period is also mentioned in the bill. Now let us see the table. Here for the better understanding, I have mentioned the billing period in days as well as in month. So for 30 days, that is the actual billing period is of 30 days, and as per the tariff order, the charges mentioned considering the 30 days also. So 30 by 30, that is 1. So the billing period is the 1 month. Thus, for this period, first 100 units will be considered under the slab 1 and will be charged at 3.46 rupees per unit. Okay. If your consumption is even more, then next 200 units will be considered under the slab 2 and that will be charged at 7.43 rupees per unit. Okay. Similarly, next 200 units will be considered under the slab 3 and will be charged at 10.32 rupees per unit. Again, if the consumption is more, that is next and above 500 unit, that will be considered under the slab 4 and will be charged at rupees 11.71 per unit. Okay. Now let us see if the billing period is of 29 days. Okay, that is 29 by 30. So it is 0.97 month billing period. Then instead of 100, only first 97 units will be considered under the slab 1 and will be charged accordingly. Okay. If your consumption is more, then next 194 unit will be considered under the slab 2 and that will be charged according to this rate, that is 7.43 rupees per unit. Okay. Similarly, next 194 units it consider under the slab 3 and it will be charged accordingly. Similarly, if your consumption, that is next and above 485 units will be considered under the slab 4 and will be charged at 11.71 rupees per unit. Okay. Now let us consider if your billing cycle is of 31 days. Therefore, 31 by 30, it will give you 1.03 month billing period. Okay. So instead of 100, first 103 unit will be considered under the slab 1 and it will be charged accordingly. If your consumption is more, then next 206 unit will be considered under the slab 2 and charged accordingly. Again, if your consumption is more, that next 206 unit will be considered under the slab 3 and charged accordingly. Next and above 515 units will be considered under the slab 4 and it will be charged at 11.71 rupees per unit. Okay. So using the same concept, the number of units per slab can be calculated for the different billing period. Okay. Next are the billing charges. These are associated with the billing of electricity. Billing of electricity means the transmission of electricity from generation point to the load point where the actual utilization of electricity takes place. Now let us see the rates of the billing charges and the mentioned rates are as per the approved tariff schedule with effect from the 1st April 2020. So from the table you can see that for LT1A, that is residential BPL category, there is no wheeling charges. Okay. For LT1B, that is LT residential category, wheeling charges are 1.45 rupees per unit. Next are the fuel adjustment cost. In order to supply power to the consumer, the electricity company needs to purchase the power from the power generating companies. This rate of power purchase can vary due to certain inevitable circumstances. For example, increased prices of oil or natural gas in global markets, increased demand for the power or shortage in the power supply. In such eventualities, the electric company has to purchase the power at a higher price in order to meet the demand. And this difference in the price is recovered from the consumers through the fuel adjustment cost. It is calculated on the basis of number of units consumed by the consumer, again slab wise, every month, and it is mentioned on the reverse side of the bill. Next one is the electricity duty. The state government, that is government of Maharashtra, levies the duty on the power utilized by the consumer. This amount is calculated as a specific percentage of the bill, okay, and which includes the fixed charges, energy charges, wheeling charges, and the fuel cost adjustment charges. The rate and the reference number of the government resolution or the order under which the electricity duty is applied is also mentioned on the back side of the bill. During the detailed analysis of electricity bill, we will see how to calculate the electricity duty. Next are prompt payment discount. A prompt payment discount of 1% of monthly bill excluding the taxes and the duties is provided to the consumer for the payment of electricity bill within 7 days from the date of their issues. Then delayed payment charges. In case if the electricity bill is not paid within the due date mentioned on the bill, then delayed payment charges on the billed amount including taxes, duties, etc. shall be levied on the simple interest basis at the rate of 1.25% on the billed amount for the first month of delay. Now let us see the various charges, and here I use the bill issued by the MSEDCL, that is Maharashtra State Electricity Distribution Company Limited, and it is in the Marathi. Okay. So the sthir akar means the fixed charges, Veej akar which means the energy charges, then vahan akar that means the wheeling charges, Indhan Samayojan akar that is fuel adjustment cost, Veej shulka that is electricity duty, Veej vikri kar means tax on sale, VAS means interest, and itar charges that means the other, and the last one is the prompt payment discount and the delayed payment charges. Now you see here the prompt payment discount of rupees 10.06 is given to the consumer if the bill is paid on or before 23rd September 20. Okay. Now what do you mean by the prompt payment discount? It is a discount of 1% of a monthly bill excluding the taxes and the duties given to the consumer for the payment of electricity bill within the 7 days from the date of their issue. Okay. So if you pay your electricity bill within 7 days, then you will get the 1% discount on what? Fixed charges plus energy charges plus wheeling charges. Okay. So here they exclude the duties and the taxes. So 1%, what are the fixed charges? 110 plus what are the energy charges? 683.30 plus wheeling charges is 213.15 rupees. So 1% on this you will get what? 10.06. Okay. Then next one is the delayed payment charges. Okay, means in case if the electricity bill is not paid within the due date mentioned on the bill, then you have to pay the delayed payment charges, and it is 1.25% on the billed amount including taxes and duties, etc. Okay, so 1.25% on the billed amount. What is your billed amount? That is the Chalu Veej Deyak is 1167.48. So 1.25% on this amount will give you what? 14.59. Means if you do not pay the bill on or before the due date, then you have to pay 14.59 rupees as the delayed payment charges. Okay, these are the reference. If you like this video, then please share and subscribe. Thank you.